Alright, so this is the first video of many where we're going to be talking about all different sorts of stuff. Music, school, passion, ambition, and all different sorts of stuff. So on this episode, we're going to be talking about chasing your dreams versus quote-unquote doing what you're supposed to do and what everybody thinks you should do. If you don't know me, I'm Mitch. This is
Latrell.
And that's
Khare.
So basically from grade 10, I started making music. I wasn't that good, but you know, I just love making music and like listening to music and stuff like that. So generally over the years I kept making music, but I was always good at like business. I was taking business classes, getting 90s and all that stuff. So everybody thought I should just go into business and pursue that as a career instead of doing actually what I love to do. And what I love to do is make music. So after high school, I had good grades. I went to Ryerson for a business degree. During that half semester that I went to Ryerson, I just wasn't having fun. I would skip class, do all this other stuff, basically just skip school. I even ended up playing ping pong instead of like going to class half the time. So yeah, basically I'm leaving school. I'm going to Metalworks in this September, and yeah, so the child has a different story.
So my story is basically I took a year off of school to pursue music because I didn't really know what I wanted to do in school, and I wanted to start my music, and I knew if I went to school and was just starting my music, I wouldn't really focus on my school, mainly focus on my music. So I took the year off so I can start my music, and it benefits me because I'm doing a lot of performances for new and upcoming TV shows. I'm doing a lot of performances around Toronto. I have the opportunity of meeting a lot of people and getting my music heard. So basically, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not gonna go back to school, but my thing is music is my passion. So why not, going to university? You go to university so you can practice and develop your skills on a career you're gonna do throughout your life.
If I could jump in for a second, a great thing that I heard when I was going to Ryerson is somebody said you can always go to school. You'll go to school and you'll see people that are 50, 60, 70 years old, but you can never do what you love, because sometimes if say you wanted to go to the NBA, you can never do that when you're 70, right? But you can always go back to school when you're 70.
Exactly. So I can't go back to the music industry or back to doing music at 70 years old unless I'm doing friggin' opera. Other than that, like, you don't see no 70-year-old rapper or singer or dancer.
Not that it can't be done, but it's just like highly unlikely.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in music like these guys. Not talented enough, sadly. But yeah, I'm more into like editing, video work, pretty much anything with technology. So then I go to school for journalism because I always wanted to work for ESPN. I've known that since like I was in like grade 9, and it was just like a formality, like if I'd end up like what school I'd end up at. So I heard about Ryerson because it's a university, great media program. They have a RTA building, which is especially just for journalistic arts, production of media, everything like that, radio, television. So like they're really dedicated towards that one field. But I specifically wanted to do journalism, so they had a sports journalism program, which was like perfect for me because that's the exact field I wanted to get into. And then they had media production, which I also applied for because, obviously if you don't get into the one program you want to, because they only accept 60 people for for the sports journalism program, then 120 for the media production. So I'm like, okay, let me help my chance of just getting into Ryerson, because back when I look at it, I'm like, it wasn't really a smart decision because it's just like, okay, I'm just wasting $50 here or something, just because I want to get into a university, that's what you hear, the stigmatism. Oh, if you don't go to university, like you're a dumbass or something like that.
Exactly.
But like, it's not true.
But basically the whole thing is like basically following your passion.
Yeah.
His passion is sports journalism, sports media.
Exactly.
That's what you're into. So he's going to school for that. So basically, I'm not saying like if your passion is something, don't go to school. It's better to try something out and have it not work than not try it and regret it.
Mm-hmm. Or even more, like a bunch of people in my program, because I go to Humber College, and it's a degree program in a college. So like some people look and they're like, wait, what? How's that work out?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, but you still go to college. I'm like, well, yeah, but in the end, I wanted to go in for journalism, like sports specifically, but in the end, journalism at its core is like, you'll learn the same things. And not to like put anything against universities, but they kind of have like that first 2 year kind of thing where you kind of go off like what you're trying to do as a career.
Exactly.
In some like programs. I don't know for business, but I know for journalism they have like some next, like you have to take like science courses and stuff like that. And like I'm good at science and everything and like math, but like I didn't go to university to learn that.
Exactly.
Like I feel like I'm wasting
exactly
time. Yeah.
What you want to do. Like when I was going to Ryerson, basically I skipped class, but on all my classes I still passed because basically I was learning stuff I already learned in high school. Exactly. So it wasn't really anything new. Obviously when you get to like year 3 and 4, there's going to be a lot of new concepts and stuff that you're going to learn. But I don't feel like paying $8,000 to learn stuff that I've already learned, especially if I'm not that interested in it. Yeah. Like I don't mind going to music school paying $17,000 and then after learning all this new stuff that I enjoy learning and then being able to apply it to what I want to do with my life because that's going to benefit me in the future.
That comes back to my point exactly. Don't go to school for something you know you aren't passionate about because every single year you go, you're not wasting just time, and time's valuable and everything, and it's the one thing you can never get paid back.
Here's my logic is there's a lot of people that go to school and are doing music at the same time, but while they're in school they already have a body of work of music behind them. I didn't have a body of work of music behind me. So what I wanted to do was take some time off of school so that I can build up my resume so that when I am in school I won't have to be worrying about, yo, I need to get my shit started. I need to get my shit, or I need to hurry and get my shit started because I don't have anything to get my name out there.
I know people who've gone to programs for 3 and almost like a quarter years.
And
they owe like $30-something thousand at this point. Because they had to stay on residence too, because this is Windsor. Know that like if you don't stay in Toronto and you're not taking a program you like, you're spending $10,000+ a year to do something you don't really care for, and you may not even finish. And even if you do finish, you're gonna hate that job. You're gonna be those people, those people who literally say, "I hate waking up in the morning. I hate Mondays. I hate waking up at 8 a.m. or something." And like, I don't want to be one of those people. I want to wake up, look forward to what my day has for me. Like, look forward to the challenges. Not be like, oh, if I don't like desk jobs and I'm working a desk job, clearly I didn't pursue my passion. I just pursued, like, let's say money or something or other endeavors. But I want to wake up knowing that I'm doing what I love. And I go to school, and just like he said, build up your portfolio. He's right. My school helps me build my portfolio. That's why I go there. That's why I went straight there. Because if I had no help doing video editing or like recording or mixing any of that, I wouldn't see a point in going to school. Why am I going to school for 2 years, wasting almost $20,000 to know nothing? I don't like or if I do like the program, I have to wait for the 3rd and 4th year to finally get into something I kind of like, knowing by then school probably bores me. I might not have passed all my courses because I was disinterested or something. I'm held back. Now school is 5 years, 6 years. I'm like 25, still in university, struggling or something. And it's like, no, like my school got straight to the point. They're like, we're going to teach you the skills you need to get into there. One of my first teachers was a CBC worker. I had the opportunity to go into CBC like any morning I want. I can just email him and be like, I want to come in. He'd be like, okay, sure, come in for this time. It'll be perfect. And connections, like just like you said, connections, portfolio, everything. Those matter just as much as your education.
It's like if you had the opportunity of becoming, working for ESPN without going to school, would you go to school?
I really wouldn't.
Exactly.
I might go back, obviously, because it's like education is nice and all. Like, let's say I need a promotion or something, I need a degree or something. Obviously, I'll go back to school and do like sports journalism because I'm in the field. So the odds of them rejecting me will be so low that it'll be like, oh, I'm just going to upgrade my life. I'm not going to try and find myself and waste money to try and find myself.
But the point is, we're not telling you don't go to school. We're not saying don't go to school. We're saying
go, make sure you know
what you want to go for.
Exactly. Don't go doing.
And there's nothing wrong with taking some time off to make sure
to make up your mind.
exactly
Yeah.
to take some time to find out, is that really what I want to do some more research, find out if there's other things that interest you, or taking some time off to pursue something else because it may end up working for you. And maybe when you do take your time off to start something else, maybe you make it halfway to your destination, then you can go to school and then work with school and go and get into your other destination, you know, like what I'm saying in my I don't really know what the hell I'm saying, but I know what the hell I'm saying. So basically what I'm saying is, like, for my example is, if I'm already halfway there to being successful in music, maybe now I can go back to school, because then it won't be as hard as if I was just starting music.
And maybe school can help benefit you
Exactly.
getting to where you
Networking.
want to go. Exactly. Networks, connections, all that stuff. And sometimes you can just get some raw skills there that you can apply to what you want to do. Because sometimes you could go into music and you could be horrible at it. It's not your thing. But you could find something around music that still benefits you. So, once again, I'm Mitch, or Marcus. This is
Latrell.
You can find him on social media at
Latrell is my Instagram, and JLatrell_ is my Twitter.
Alright, and this is
Khare.
You can find him on social media
At Khare, Khare.
Guy, just put it at
Sosa 2.
at the end of the video.
I'm gonna pop it up.
And that's everything for me. You'll probably see all the handles at the end of the video.
Yeah. Peace.
Stay chillin'.